Now these people were walking with Jesus on the road to Emmaus, and it says the eyes was blinded. They didn't know who he was. As they were walking down this road, they were oblivious. They did not recognize him. Everything about the scene was overly familiar with them. The food, the road, the house, the clothing Christ was wearing, the tone of his skin, the language he spoke. What broke the monotony of this routine trip was the fact that their hearts was burning within them while he spoke. Many of you have lost that hunger. You no longer hear the voice of God because you no longer seek him in prayer. Because it's not pragmatic. It's hard. It's difficult on the flesh. It's hard to drag yourself out of the bed. But if you do it, he'll meet you there. He will meet you there. Humble yourself before God. As you commune with him, you'll certainly recognize him. Like these men on the road to Emmaus, and your heart will begin to burn within you again, because he'll begin to speak to you again. In Timothy it says, this is Paul speaking about young Timothy, thank God, I thank God whom I serve from my forefathers with pure conscience, that without ceasing I remembrance of thee in my prayers night and day, greatly desiring to see thee, being mindful with tears, that I may be filled with joy when I call to remembrance the unfeigned faith that is in thee, which was first in thy grandmother Lois, and with thy mother Eunice, and I am persuaded with thee also. Wherefore I put thee in remembrance, that thou stir up the gift of God that is within you, which is in thee by the putting on of hand. For God hath not given you a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. And commentators said that this was a metaphor used for rekindling ashes, kind of stoking them so it could come up into a flame again. It's like that fire around a campsite. You want to get a little bit more out that fire, so you try to stalk it, and that fire have gone dim. For a lot of us, there's people right now in this sanctuary. You used to be up in the midnight. You're in love with God. You used to hear his voice. You used to have a little pad on side your bed where you used to write when he spoke to you in the middle of the night. You pray with a passion and a zeal. You had tears in your eyes, but the fire is gone out. The fire is gone out. You become over familiar with this holy God. But he's still there, and he's still calling you, and every once in a while you get a little glimmer of hope. It's him. It's like breadcrumbs. He's laying them out. He said, come on, keep coming. Come on, keep coming. Come on, keep coming. And he's going to stir you again if you come to him, if you sacrifice time, sacrifice your energy. This is the last life we got. You can't pray on the other side. You can't sacrifice on the other side. You won't weep on the other side. This is the last life you got. This is the only one you got. Paul was in tears with young Timothy. Young Timothy's passion and faith and fervent love for the Lord. He's bringing it, he brought it into remembrance. Just like Paul called Timothy into remembrance, some here need to be brought into remembrance. Do you remember? Long to pray? Did you remember? When 6:30 wasn't too early for you to get up and pray? Do you remember? When midnight wasn't too late for you to pray? Do you remember? When your heart burned within you when you read and studied the Word of God? Do you remember when the things you watch on TV now once grieved your soul? Do you remember? Calling you into remembrance. Just like Paul called Timothy into remembrance, I'm calling you and pleading with you, come back. He's going to meet you.